You took 2.5 days to reply to a lead that messaged on a Friday afternoon. You lost a customer worth $400 and you had no system in place to stop that. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact system that I built to make sure you never lose a lead this way again. I ran an assessment for a pest control business recently, and when I asked them how they handle new inquiries, they told me something that stuck with me. If a lead fills in their contact form at 8 p.m. on a Friday, nobody in that business sees it until Monday morning. By that point, the lead has already booked with a competitor. And this problem doesn't just happen on the weekends. During business hours, the team was spending 2 hours a day manually responding to inquiries, reading the form, checking the location, deciding whether to take them on, and then manually typing a reply. Every single one done by hand. So I built them a system that handles both. If you stay to the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build this system that makes sure every qualified lead is responded to within minutes. Qualifies them, sends them a booking link, notifies your team, all without you having to lift a finger.
So here is the full workflow. I have built this out in N8N, which is what I use for most of my client builds. And essentially this system works in 3 stages. So to start, you have the first trigger stage here, then you have the filter stage, and then the notification stage. So what happens in the first stage is a customer fills in the form on your website. So just as an example, I've included an N8N form, but this can be any type of form. And when you boot this up, you have all the details that you want to collect from that customer. What needs to happen for the system to work is that one of these fields needs to be specified as a filter field. So in this example, we're using the state. So for example, in pest control, if a lead puts in a state that is outside of your service area, they won't go through this filter. If they are within your service area, then they'll go through this filter and then get stored within your CRM. In stage 2, which is the filter stage, this is where the filter is actually implemented. So as I explained, we've set the state field as the filter field. And in this case, we've said that Texas is within the service area of this pest control business. And therefore, any results that have Texas within the state will then get stored in the CRM or database. So once the lead goes through that filter, they'll go through to the next stage, which is the notification stage. This is the stage where the lead will get the email notification saying that the form has been received, and they'll get the booking link. Your team will then get notified on Slack or any other channel of your choice, and then everything gets appended within that Google Sheet. And the Google Sheet being your CRM or your database, just is somewhere where you're going to store those leads. So this is exactly how this looks. So we'll go to fill the form in. So say the customer has gone to your website and then they open up the form. And like I said, the qualification is based on location in this situation. So as long as the lead is in the Texas area in this case, then everything should go through the workflow. So once the client presses submit on the form, so the form submission should go through the workflow, and if I open my Gmail, I should have received an email, which I have here. So we have a brief description on the email and then a calendar booking link. Obviously this is just a test, but this can be modified any way you want in this field here, just down in the message field. And as you've noticed, this is a personalized message. So what has happened is, because the lead has filled in this form, we can take information from the fields that the lead has filled in, and we can use these in the email just to give a personalized message to them. The same thing then happens in Slack or any messaging service that you want. So basically here, what we're saying is that a new client has been added to the database, and if any follow-ups need to be made, here are their details. And it follows the same structure, so all of the variables here have just come from the lead submission form that the client filled in. And just to show you what this looks like on Slack, so we open the channel here, and as you can see, this is the structure that I put, and the variables that I put in that message are then added to this message in the Slack channel. And then the final thing was the Google Sheet. So every time a lead is qualified through this form, it all gets stored within your CRM or your database, wherever you store your leads. So again, just to show you what this looks like in the Google Sheet, we go on here, and as you can see, all the fields from that lead submission form have been added here. And in the final field here, because the state has been Texas, then that lead has been qualified. So this is just a really simple system which allows you to respond to leads that come through your website really quickly. And it's a really effective way of filtering out those unqualified leads which waste your time.
I've just shown you how to build a system that makes sure no leads slip through the cracks again. The system qualifies them, sends them a booking link, notifies your team, even at 8 PM on a Friday. I've put together a Google Doc with a full N8N blueprint and a set of instructions to help you get this set up today. The link is in the description of this video. Next week, I'm adding a voice agent to this system. Instead of an email, the lead gets a phone call within 5 minutes of them completing that form. It books them directly into your calendar on that call. So subscribe so you don't miss it.